The most important contribution you can make to your pet's health is diet. But
And
one of the things that really causes a lot of problems with the immune system and they develop allergic dermatitis is because they're fed an inappropriate food. No, dry dog food or dry cat food, definitely not the best option. Pet food that contains corn, wheat, and soy is probably one of the worst things that you can feed your animals. So I highly recommend that all pet owners read the label. If it contains corn, wheat, or soy, and I don't care who makes it, from the scientifically formulated diets all the way down to what you'd buy at Costco or something or Walmart, you have to look at the ingredients. I prefer either a raw, a homemade, or canned food diet. Again, grain-free, fresh ingredients over a processed kibble. It's like you and I. If what would happen if you were fed, for instance, total cereal every day, and it's balanced, right? It has everything in it that you'd ever need, and you were made to eat that with no milk, by the way, because it has to be dry. And how would you feel in a few months, right? Or if you fed that to your children, animals. I usually recommend feeding them a diet that's balanced over time and seasonally, just like it is in humans. Like, you don't figure out how many kilocalories you need every single day. You don't figure out the exact amount of proteins, carbs, and fats for you or your children. I mean, that's not how we eat as humans, and that's not how I recommend diets for dogs or cats. I look at, first of all, how did they evolve as a species? And the second thing I want is I want a plethora of whole foods that have not been processed in order to provide adequate nutrition. So fresh, unprocessed, unpreserved foods that are species appropriate, meaning dogs and cats don't eat a lot of carbohydrates, especially in the form of grains. It leads to the development of a variety of health conditions that could easily be avoided if they were fed a more appropriate diet. Typically speaking, if you're going to feed a raw food diet, you have to be careful how you handle it yourself. Okay, because and people handle raw food all the time for themselves. I don't see any reason why they can't do this for their pets as well. And typically a lot of the dogs and cats eat a raw food diet that typically is warm to body temperature before it's given. It's kept frozen, it's kept in the fridge, you take it out, you heat it up, and you give it to your pet. But the key is that whether you cook the food, whether it's a raw food diet, you must balance the diet. I think that nutrition is a hotly debated topic within veterinary medicine. I'm going by the clinical results that I've seen over time, and that is that animals do better if they're fed a species appropriate, fresh, unprocessed, unpreserved diet that provides a plethora of micro and macronutrients and whole foods.